Hello, and welcome to Evolution of Ages Settlements. Hello, and welcome to episode 7 of Settlements. Thanks for joining, and we're going to jump right into it. Got a game going right. I got the game going right here, and what I'm going to do is jump into this plot. Plot fight right here, the Big Rubble Part 1. And as I do that, I will go ahead and review what we did the last episode. We do need a miner. Is it her? No. Which one is it? I think it's her. Okay. So the mining skill is 4 that we need. She has it. I'm going to go ahead and battle. Our scouts have found another area free from bramble. However, it's full of rubble. And a miner and some bodyguards to dig through it. See what we find. As your miner digs through the rubble, a great beast emerges into the clearing amongst the sound of crashing bushes. It seems this clearing is defended. Okay, and it's defended by Ironheart, an elemental type. Maybe some sort of treant or something like that. So we will go ahead and fight that, and while we're doing that, I will kind of review what we did last time. Started off, I am going to attack with full offensive stance on the tree, Ironheart. He's probably resistant to blunt and stuff, but I really, at this point in the game, use slashing and piercing a lot, so I'll take damage from that. Last time we went and we battled the Wolfman and successfully defeated him. Here's our Benton, here's our leader. I'm gonna give him formation or have him use formation on the group to help
Will
with
you get
armor.
behind me so I can take the blow?
And let's see, we navigated a lot of the early Bronze Age. We talked about staging areas, and that staging areas on your map will affect the tax upon your settlements, your villages. So, and then we also fought some zombie people, and they weren't too bad at our level or whatever we're geared up to. So. Too bad. So I'm gonna keep attacking this guy. I need to get him to inspire to get our attack buff up and also our healing buff.
Follow my lead.
So the inspire will add to our attack skill and also our regen. Okay, I'm gonna get her to attack. Attack with him. Get her on full attack. Have him refresh the formation.
Will you get behind me
Make
so
sure
I
we
can
keep
take the
our
blow?
defensive armor up as much as possible. We'll inspire again to keep the
Follow my lead.
heal over time up. And we're just going to keep pounding away on this guy. We may have to heal a little bit too.
Will you get behind me so I can take the blow?
He's unlocked. It looks like he's unlocked double attack, so we can start to use that. That at a penalty will increase our attacks and damage that we can do. So instead of going from single attack, We have 87 percent chance to hit. We can go lessen our chance to hit for a increase in damage with the second attack. I can't. I often forget what I did last. I think I did Inspire last, so I'm gonna do the shield again. Formation.
Will you get behind me so I can take the blow?
And we're just gonna keep beating this guy down as much as we can. Get him to
Follow my
inspire.
lead.
I'm gonna get him to do a heal. Combat medic heal. Like to continue to use as many attacks as I can on them. That was a good one. 20 and 7 damage. No damage there. I'm gonna get him to heal. Raised his skill in combat medic. Turret attack. Double attack on him. Use heal. Wait, I need to get his armor up. Cast
Will you
formation.
get behind me so I can take the blow?
Use formation. Attack. I'm healing up.
Follow my lead.
Fire. But use as much of the healing as I can. I think that's only a self. That's only a self healing. That was a mistake, probably. Okay, so we have defeated the tree. We have a plot update. Let's see. This was the zombie update. Those poor people, we need to research one corpses to find out more, and we have to actually do that in the next era. Let's see. As you remember, our scouts have found another area of land free from bramble. However, this time it's full of rubble. We should send a skilled miner. We dug through it and finally managed to clear the way the rubble to see the strange sight below. There are many deep brown pits covering the area. They are all empty except for one that has a very tall, thin metal object in it. Far too thin to be a house. We did find lots of bones here, many rusted objects. Seems as though this may have been an ancient battle site. So the mystery of our story deepens from here. So I am going to go ahead and jump ahead and clear a lot of this and get us ready for late Bronze Age. And I'm gonna jump ahead and see you in a moment. Okay, we are back. As you can see here, I've cleared a lot of the map off and got us a little bit more ready to jump in the next era. A couple things I do want to do, kind of the plan to go move into late bronze is we want to continue to also work towards finding the next settlement. But one of the things I want to do to get towards that is to clear the map off, and also in addition to that, we're going to and this is really important as you're working through to the next era that you're planning on going to, is clearing your settlement's monster grouping. So there's a couple ways you can do that, and as you can see, some of them are a little bit larger. They do start getting into 30s, but make sure they're relatively small before you move into the next era, because at the beginning you won't be as prepared for that era. You want to make sure there's not a big group that's about to just pounce on you and attack you as soon as you move in, while you're weak and you haven't developed your technology for that era. So there's two ways you can do it. You can use diplomacy. So you can use your points that you've gained from doing the quests, family under attack. You gain diplomacy. So this is one of the benefits of going and doing the side quests is you gain treasure and diplomacy points. If you fail, you get added doom and diplomacy points minused. So when you look at your settlement, one with a little bit more attack squad, you can see what your defense is, and then also the grouping. Likelihood of getting attacked scouting, and then the chance of an attack on your actual base. So this one's 0, this one's 4%. But we want to make sure that we kind of clear this area. So there's a couple of ways we can do that. We can do diplomacy, use diplomacy to reduce the amount of monsters, or we can actually attack and reduce the settlement. You can also reduce the monsters by 10 or 5 with either 50 or 100 coins. That's pretty good use of your coin. But if you want to get experience for your people and your settlement, this is a good way to actually use a couple coins to stage a full settlement assault. The only thing you have to remember when you do that is you don't get the benefit of your defensive benefits in the attack because you're attacking them. They're not attacking you. So we're gonna go and do this. We're gonna attack this staging area to eliminate that. This might be a little tough, so prepare for battle. Okay, here we go. These bears have a lot of hit points and they are quite nasty. So it looks like we got a family bonus here. They're the same family. Yeah, so we're just gonna go straight to it and start attacking bears. We're gonna wait till we get to him to. I think I'm gonna concentrate on getting one particular mob down to reduce its attack strength before I move on to a different one. We'll get him to do formation to get our.
Will you get behind me so I can take the blow?
Defense up. Let's see. Got double attack. We're gonna concentrate on this one still. Get him to do inspire.
Follow my lead.
This one does have a bleed on it, but I'm going to continue to attack it just because I think it has a lot of hit points. And I want to take it down a little bit more. I might switch on this one. I'm going to let that one bleed a little bit. That one's already reduced on its attack. So we'll continue to work on this one. Okay, I'm going to bring the formation back up.
Will you get behind me so I can take the blow?
He's still bleeding. I'll continue to attack this one. My goal is to get them reduced one by one. So I'm not rotating these guys in through the back. I keep them where they are, but effectively diminishing the attack strength of the force in front of me. So now I have 2 reduced attacks. It's still bleeding. We're looking good on our health. And I'm going to continue to attack this one. I think I did formation last. I'm going to do inspire.
Follow my lead.
Okay, one of the things you got to be careful is the guy you're using your formation and your inspire with will draw aggression from the enemies or the mobs, and you want to make sure you try to pull some of that back off. So you may want to switch targets to try to get them to move back and aggro another character. Ooh, I forgot he was on defensive. I'm going to change him to offensive. And attack here. Okay, so these are both very damaged. They're both severely wounded. Penalty to hit is 30. Alright, so we're going to switch targets to another bear. We'll try to pull this one off him. Alright. This one is the one that's damaged. Go. There we go. I think he needs to do formation again.
So I can take the blow.
Continue to damage this guy. Okay. This is going to continue for a little while. I'm going to continue to work on this. I don't want to spend a ton of time on this battle, but you know, because it's just a staging area and I have to clear it. So I'm going to go finish this off and I'll be with you shortly. Okay, so I just wanted to update you on this. I wanted to bring you in to show something on. The middle back half of this battle way through, and I've got the front line, the original front line, down to where almost all of them are either badly or severely wounded. This one has a bleed on it, so it'll continue until probably it's badly wounded. That's the strategy I use to reduce all of their attack. Meanwhile, these guys are taking damage from my back line, which are shooting their slingshots at these guys and drawing them down while I'm fighting these guys. So this is a good strategy to employ to minimize your damage on your front line. Instead of trying to do one mob at a time or several mobs at a time, several enemies at a time. So this way, this might reduce your damage and reduce their fresh enemies from coming in. They'll be coming in already damaged. And this is especially helpful when you're doing a settlement defense, because you'll have a barrier defense that, you know, like a line of spikes or whatever that will damage them as they move from their back line to their front line. So it's added defense, added damage to them. So some of them will die just coming over. That's helpful. I thought I'd pass that along as a tip to help in your combat strategy. So I'm going to finish, get to the end of this fight, and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, we're almost done here. We got everybody pulled from the back line to the front line. We've got everybody reduced to severely wounded, -30 to attack. And we're just going to finish them off. And I usually try to take out the highest hit point ones first. And usually the ones that I consider to be the biggest threat right now are the bears. I'm gonna take him out. And then one of the things I like to do
Will you get behind me so I can take the blow?
at the end of the battle, I'll finish that guy off, is use my remaining combat heals that I haven't used in the battle to shore up these guys' health so they don't have to return to the settlement to heal. Plus, it actually effectively trains your skill in combat medic too while you're at it. So make sure you use all those during battle to gain up skills. Like you saw there, he gained one in combat medic. So helps train your skills and also heals your guys up during battle and minimizes their downtime in the settlements. So looks like my backline with the slingshots finished them off for me. So sometimes that'll happen where you don't have a chance to maybe use all your heals, but still good to try to use as many as you can. So yeah, thought I'd show you a couple things in that. And we got some treasure here, some sausages, some fine wooden shields, a couple copper war axes, another fine heavy fur. I'm actually going to try to deploy all those heavy furs. I have several now, I think. Really need them for the back line as much, but I'm going to get everybody front line heavy furs. Maybe I'll give some light furs to there's a fine light fur. It's a pretty good piece of armor for a backliner, so I'm gonna give that to that person. Okay, so actually have some rings we can deploy as well. What do I want to give those to? Probably my first and foremost to my frontline guys. They're a status 1 and hit point bonus. So I'm gonna give those to these guys. These single-use combat heal were a Halloween bonus, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Now. That's only really relevant during Halloween season. Okay, and we're going to I'm going to clear this. Actually, I'm going to let my guys heal up. I'm going to maybe work on clearing this group for attack. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have all 6 here, so let me see if I can't. No, actually, I'll show you reducing monsters by 10 here. So I'll use some of my coins. Okay, and so that reduces it from 11 to 1 and reduces the settlement at chance of attack. We want to make sure before we go off and we go to the next era, we make sure that our monster grouping is low and chance for attack is low also. So we can reduce this by 5. That'll make it pretty good. And this is already pretty low. I think I attacked them earlier. So let's get everybody healed up. And we will maybe do a scout while we're waiting. So she's a little bit damaged. Our scout's a little bit damaged. I'm liking going out and sending her to seek out the next settlement area, so I'll do that. She also finds the staging areas and the families under it, or the side quests as well. See, I've been trying to find some additional, or make some additional fine spears to try to give everybody here. Let's see if we've made any. We have made a couple. The other thing you want to do too is after you upgrade to Era 2, I don't know if I covered this before, but you have the option to you start finding herbs as a gathered uh, um, item, and from crafting you can actually make healing herbs. It'll take from your herbs and make actual healing herbs. So instead of the pumpkins, once you get to Air 2, you can use these healing herbs to gain the combat medic skill. Scout returned, she found another side quest. Okay, so let's see who. This is pretty helpful. You can sort by skill. Actually, sort the whole list from high to low. So you can go through and give people the healing items. Once they use it in combat, then they'll gain the skill combat medic. So as soon as I get a couple more of those, then everybody will have. I like to give everybody the skill and train it up to as high as I can. That way, everybody heals on my lines of combat. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these two off camera, and then I'll go ahead and show you what we need to do to upgrade to the next era in a moment. Okay, I discovered when I was continuing to clear the map and working with my research, I've been training up the trainment militia, which if you look at the world skills, I've gotten to 6. That actually increases the amount of damage per skill point for your militia. So that's really helpful when you're defending or attacking, or actually just defending when the militia kicks in. Defending your settlements against monster attacks. That helps out. But when I was doing that, I discovered that I believe you can start the research into the zombie corpse. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I believe doing that triggers zombie monsters being added to your attacks and stuff. So yeah, that's fun stuff. So, but I'm going to continue to work on, and as soon as we're ready to move into the late bronze era, I'll bring you back in and we'll go from there. So see you in a bit. Okay, continuing on, I was able to locate the next settlement, which is called the Caves. So I wanted to bring you and show that to you. Click OK. We did have a locked resource cache that I think we can send. I need somebody for construction 3, which I don't think I have yet. So let me check on that. An easy way to check on that is to make your skill construction support, and then See who you have that's close. He is. I got him currently reading a book for some more skill. I think he may have to read another book after that. So continue that. We'll look for our other resource cache. We have a tailor and an engineer, which he is both. These usually don't have any bad guys, so you could just send them by themselves and pick up the treasure, which they give you right away. And boom, got parts, all that kind of stuff. I got everybody geared up. About as good as I want them to be for now. I would like some more fine bronze spears, which I don't think I have them actually working out. So let me switch from the shield, which I have everybody equipped with fine wooden shields. I wanted to get them to make bronze spears. Okay. Oh, I forgot to continue my or actually, wanted to do the research the zombie bodies. We'll do that. And then once that's done, I think we'll be pretty much ready to go to the late Bronze Age. Do that and then we'll see what happens. Well, actually, let's tackle the cave first and then we'll upgrade to the Bronze Age. Okay, so we have a plot update. Let's pause that. Oh, okay. The plot updated when we found our first bear. So we came across a bear that was driven mad by pain. Bramble and vines seemed to be sprouting from inside of it. It almost looked like they were trying to take control of this great beast. Vine bear, tough and hits hard with stagger critical. The bear was hard to bring down. Ignoring the pain of our attacks, it just continued to assail us. We moved everyone away from the bramble at night for fear that they would wake under the same nightmare as the bear. And then, let's see, these poor people. We researched the body. After careful examination, we found that these poor villagers were riddled through with bramble vines and strange spores. Spore sickness causes death to patient, and then bramble vines animate the corpse. Very aggressive but slow. We have doubled our efforts to keep the bramble in our area at bay and started checking people for signs of spore sickness. We should send out more scouts to look for clues as the cause of these ailments. Interesting. So the story continues. I'm going to put him back on researching militia and change it to multi-run so it keeps going. And he will keep on researching. So I wanted to look at the caves. Your scout has discovered a large underground cave system that will be large enough to build a new settlement. Cool. So, what we'll want to do is build a couple of shacks here. We'll go ahead and do that. And I'll let that build and I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, so I built both the shacks in there. And we have a plot upgrade. Shadows in the dark. Your character in Settlement 5 runs out of the cave screaming. There are creatures in the darkness. Please send help. So we'll have to actually send a force to deal with what's called a shade. So I'm going to send my best force of frontline and backline guys. I'm going to go assist. So it looks like everybody's got a 78%. So I'm just going to attack. I'm going to try to pull off her. She's our combat leader, so. And let's see, we concentrate on one guy to begin with. And continue on him. Get formation up. And we'll continue back in there. Okay, and I'm gonna have him bring up Inspire. That will give us the bonus to attack, so our percentages should go way up. Yeah, they've gone up to 73. So I will, I'm gonna move him to double strike, and we're gonna, so we wounded that one for a 10% penalty. And we'll continue attacking till it gets to severely wounded. So that one's severely wounded. We'll continue on with the strategy, and meanwhile they're taking damage on the back line from our back line. And I will continue on with this. I don't think I'll bring it in if anything different happens, but I'm gonna battle through this and bring you back if anything interesting happens or towards the end. So in a minute. Okay, I wanted to bring you back in towards the end of the battle here. I've worked everybody down to critically or severely wounded, and my back line has worked this final guy down. I think there was 3 maybe or 4 to start. Sometimes you just accidentally or luckily do too much damage and you take it down from being wounded to dead, so they pull up to the front. So I've gotten everybody down, and I'll just finish this off and we can move on from there. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I finished that off, and let me pause here. Shadows in the Dark, this is part 2. The settlers report that there are many passages in the cave that need to be sealed, else more may attack. If you open up your settlement center, you'll find 6 passages that need to be closed. Once this is done, the settlement will generate no threat. So there's the 6 passages, and you actually have to have you actually have to have the stone. This is a further stone, and I think it's the next area that you have to have. You actually upgrade these. So once you have all these closed, nothing will happen. Really, not much will happen anyways. Long story short, the shadow people after that aren't much of a threat, and you can pretty much put in whatever you want in this area without much threat. So I mean, you don't have to worry about attack at all. So really all you need to do is just wait for stone. Once you do upgrade one of them or 2 of them, I think there is a threat to some minor attack. But as soon as you have the stone, you just upgrade and close all 6 of them. Until you do that, you won't be able to upgrade any of your production, transport, storage, anything that from the cave. So as soon as you get stone, work on that, do that as possible. But I do like to get all these upgraded as soon as possible and maximize the amount of villagers and production I have coming out of here. A good tip is since this never has, I guess, spoiler alert, this never has really any threat of attack. It's a good area to put. Let me unpause this. A good area to put anything that generates negative effects on your settlements, like mines, smelters. So what I'll probably do is take this and put that in the cave, and maybe a couple of the mines, maybe a smelter. So we will wait for all this to be built, and and we will equip them. We really don't have to worry about armor and stuff, but it is nice to give them the best production stuff that you can find. That way you're maximizing their abilities or capabilities. There, we'll do that. And let's get, go ahead and do a bronze refinery in here. Everybody working on this. And get him working on that. And we're gonna want maybe to move our tin mine in here. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Gonna upgrade that. And we'll get our production all sorted out. I'll get this cave sorted out and bring it back to show you, and then we'll do our upgrade to the next era and go from there. So back with you in a minute. Okay, this is how I've utilized the cave. I feel like this may help maximize the labor or the villagers that we'll get at some point. At some point, we'll have a maximum of 8 people that we'll be able to use. And so the smelter and the, oh, what do you call it? Hold on. Bronze refinery. That's what you called it. Bronze refinery and the smelter each have a maximum capability of 1 person. The mines, I put 2 mines in here. They should have a capability of 3 to maximize production. And eventually I'll get upgrades to the houses where I'll get 2 more people. So with the 8 people, I can have 3 each here and 1 each here for a total of 8. This doesn't matter at all because they'll never get attacked. So I feel like this is a good utilization of this, and I can go through and I can make some space for some other things here. As soon as I get these up and producing, which they are, we can get rid of the tin mine. We'll get these guys on guard duty to train up their combat. And we can go ahead and delete that building. Nice. So, and we can also get rid of, actually, let's let this one finish out the single run. And he's done. We can move him over here and we'll demolish this. That gets rid of our negative effect. And let's see, we want to keep one of these for tin smelting. Copper mine. I mean, we can keep that for now. We don't particularly need all that space yet. We'll keep that going. And I think let's check our settlements to see what kind of aggression they have against them. They all have finish. What's our map like? Okay, do we have... Okay, we do... Go back and check our construction, see if this guy's at 3. Okay, so Archibald Stone is at 3. This guy, yeah. So he's got that. Okay, so we got all 3 people to send for that. We will send them and collect that stockpile. All right. And I think we're ready to move up to the next era. Okay, what we're gonna need is lumberyard, wheat farm, and bakeries. Plan our space. Okay, he's or she, I forget. That he or she. Elliot, that's a he. We can go ahead and finish. Actually, no, we don't need to finish that. We'll go ahead and delete this building because we have that going in the cave. So we'll have probably might be a good place for a bakery here. Let's see. I think we need 2 forests. That might be a good place for a lumberyard. Go ahead and build that there. Oh, yeah. One thing is we want to pause this real quick. We'll need some stone tools. Okay. And we're also going to want to make sure that we reduce these. Before we get into the next era. Okay, so we've done that. And we'll go ahead and move it on. I'm going to slow down the speed a little bit. One thing I do know that we're going to need is a ton of bakeries. And we need a wheat farm. I don't know if we need this anymore. Copper mine I still need. Tin mine I still need. Oh, I need to get him back on research. We'll go back to militia. I don't know if we need fruits and veggies anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. We need it. We can always build another one. Get them building wheat farm. And I think we can transition out of meat as well. But we will still need furs? I can't remember. Okay, so as soon as... What are we building here? Building both the wheat farm. Okay, so let's pause that there. We are currently now in the late Bronze Age. So as soon as we put down the wheat farm, it transitioned us into late Bronze Age. So from there we can start collecting wheat, and we're also going to need to start making some bakeries. So I will get these people on that. We'll need to build some lumber, make some lumber before we can build that, which we got going on here. Yeah, one more person on constructing that. We'll start that going. Right, and as soon as we get the lumber mill built, we'll start constructing some lumber. And now also, we'll be able to research to start upgrading the settlement center again. Okay, oops. Okay. We're gonna get on. I wonder if that's. We're gonna put a. We have a couple fine machines. We're gonna put a fine machine there, and we're gonna put. Somebody that has. I think it's lumberjacking. So put somebody that has some good lumberjacking. A 2. He's got no lumberjacking. Put him there. Get him on there. And they're going to make lumber. So get to it, make some lumber. We need 10. Okay. They're going to do single run of that. And let's see what we can research now. We can research a bunch of stuff. However, we need bread to do that. So we're going to need a lot of wheat and a lot of bread. Everybody's doing well in there. And they're going to be building the bakery. We'll keep our hunting lodge, but I don't think we need 2. We'll go ahead and build another bakery. We'll keep the second one, but just in case we need more, we can hop back over there, but we'll go ahead and build a second bakery and get people making bread. We'll need a lot of bread, so we'll do that. Okay, let me jump ahead here and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I finished both the bakeries. I did 2 and I got them going both going full time here with 2 people and a fine workbench each, so that should up the production of the bread. We did get a task done. Let's see, what did we do? Probably make bread. Let's see, what did we complete? Hard to tell exactly what. Oh yeah, make 10 bread. So we made 10 bread, that's complete. And I might need to make another wheat farm. We'll see. I might have to maybe tear down the woodcutter maybe. I do need a lot of wood because the bakeries are using up well, they're only using up 1 wood. But we'll need several woodcutters. They're going full on lumber. I probably won't need 2 people on lumber for very long. I might be able to make another wheat farm here. And I definitely want to get my research guy started on researching some of the new tech. Priority on the housing. I can't remember if the next housing level gives you an extra person or not, but let's check that out. For the next house design, I need house design 3. So you can research a library, storehouse, a craft guild. I need house design. Okay, so that gives me 7 to 14 experience. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. So I can get my house design skill up to 3. I need 12 more. Maybe need to do this 1 or 2 more times. Okay, so we got house design levels 3. We can go ahead and research the new house. Gonna take some more bread to do that. And he's researching it. And also, oh, I don't need all those tools. Also unlocked a bunch of stuff in the late Bronze Age for new materials, new armor, new weapons, bronze mace. That's pretty decent weapon. New shield, those are good. And some new heavy armor, bronze helmet. That's a good one. And the short bow, so we can equip our ranged or our backline with short bows and also leather bracers to range to hit. So we will start upgrading all this. New bags, production bonuses, bronze sheet, research parchment, all kinds of good stuff. A gold ring. Oh, it did need to still do. Did need to go back and research silver at some point, smelting silver. So I'll take care of that. But wanted to show you the house upgrade to see if we are able to get another villager from these. So let's do that real quick and see if that, it might be the next one. It gives us another villager, but we're gonna check on this real quick. Oh goodness. He's a lot of stone. What are you guys doing on stone? I'm gonna utilize the meat here to keep raising that up. Their transport is kind of slow here because I haven't upgraded everything yet. Still making tools. That's fine, I guess. And sell them at some point. Almost got the stone they need. And bring her over, see if that quickens it up a little bit. what I'll do after they finish this and we figure out what this next upgrade does is I'll go through and do a lot of the upgrades off camera and then go through what we've done. Okay, so that does not give you another villager. I believe it's the next upgrade to the housing that does give you the final 8th villager, so that's good to know. So I'll upgrade a lot of this stuff, and maybe on the next episode I'll talk about a little bit about what the upgrades do, and go through that. So we'll go through, I'll upgrade a lot of the buildings I've already done, and then we'll go about and talk about each upgrade. But that's getting into the next episode with the late Bronze Era and upgrading all weapons and armor. But this episode let's see, we found the Settlement 5, we cleared the map, we did a little bit of story updates, and we progressed to the late Bronze Age. So next time we'll get more in depth into the Bronze Age and the upgrades of all the equipment and all the settlement upgrades that we'll need to protect ourselves and increase our storage, transportation, and healths as well. So sorry this was kind of a longer episode, but we had a lot to get through, and like I said, next time we will get through a lot of the upgrades to the Bronze Age, late Bronze Age, and get ready for the progression to the next age, which will be Iron. So, oh, we got an attack coming in here. I'll take care of that. Should be pretty easy. And yeah, that's it for this episode. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Take care. Thank you for watching another episode of Settlements. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and follow me on Twitch. Thanks again for watching.